Hello,
Hi,
I'm Jed.
I'm
This is
Sherry.
Sherry of Jed and Sherry fame,
Yeah.
and we have just been to see The Happening, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, and we'd like to tell you about it. Overall thoughts of the film?
I liked it.
I did as well. Enjoyed it quite a bit. It was highly tense, very scary.
Very creepy. Creepy.
Creepy's probably a better word for it than scary.
Suspenseful creepy.
Yeah, and we were saying that Shyamalan is definitely, that's his forte, is creating suspense. He does great things with the camera and with sound to create suspense, and so this one kind of moves into the scary movie genre, so taking his skills to that genre, it works very well.
Yep.
Very well. What else do we have to say?
The Cliff's Notes version of the plot is basically that people in major cities on the northeastern board of America start to, in large masses, they start to basically commit suicide.
Yes, they'll just, in the middle, they'll just stop what they're doing and stand there for a second and then willfully do harm to themselves.
And the main characters are played by Mark Wahlberg, Zoe Deschanel, and a little girl. I didn't catch her name, but
Yeah.
the main characters, Mark Wahlberg and Zoe Deschanel, are a married couple, and the little girl is actually the child of a friend of theirs that they are charged with taking care of as they're trying to escape and flee
Yes.
the city to find a place that's safe away from whatever it is that is making people do what they're doing.
And definitely very good character work with
Yes,
these
the
people.
characters and their development, they definitely grow and
It's
change and
fun
become
to see-
stronger characters.
To see Mark Wahlberg's character go from this kind of soft-spoken, like he's got a little voice that he does for his character that doesn't make decisions, doesn't take charge of
He's
things.
a very polite, quiet little
Yeah.
science teacher.
And then he has to go to suddenly, in the middle, there's this massive disaster, and now people are looking to him to lead, and he's got people's lives in his hand, quite literally, and he has to step up to that situation, and the chemistry between him and his wife.
Yep.
Very well done.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got an R rating. There's been a lot of part of the marketing has been it's his first R-rated film, and the R rating I think comes
Has to
from
do more with the subject matter because there's not a whole lot of gore. There are some scenes that are kind of like bloody,
to watch, but
and
again, not like
but it's
slasher
not a
movie
lot
gore or
in
anything.
movies, especially when you compare it to other movies that are uber violent
Yeah,
today.
and there's not hardly any swearing in the movie.
Yeah. And,
It's-
it's I think it's really because of the subject matter. It's very disturbing to just watch people.
Yeah, it's
Commit suicide,
like I said, it's
basically.
large groups of people that are suddenly killing themselves, and
Yeah.
that's a distressing thing, and it's handled very matter of factly. The real world elements, he's good at couching his fantasy in real world elements that help
Yes.
you go along for the
Yes.
ride, make you more
Because
willing to do so.
the reaction,
but that makes it more
the
distressing.
reaction that people have and the reaction like the government takes and so on and so forth, I think would really, really happen if something like that were to happen on a mass scale and people are trying to figure out what's going on and whether it's chemicals or terrorists or war or whatever is going on. I think the reaction would be
He handled
similar.
that very well. So and that made it that much more scary.
Yes.
I think, because it helps you, the viewer, put yourself in the situation, and that creates a lot more of the disturbing nature of what's going on. So it's not like there's intense violence, even though some of the things that are happening are violent.
There are some pretty the scene with the construction workers falling off the top of the building.
Yes, and we don't feel like
you see that in the trailers.
Yeah, you see that one
You think
shot.
that's freaky in the trailers?
Mm.
It is. I'm going.
When
to
you
have
see the
nightmares.
scene actually play out in the movie, the
Yes.
first 10 minutes of this film are terrifying.
Yes.
It's well done.
Very
well
scary.
done. Scary, enjoyable, not gory, not a lot of foul language, but probably
scary.
worth the R rating just because it's distressing. Don't take your kids to see it. It's not for the
Most
children.
Definitely not.
But if you're in for a good, intelligent, well done scare, and not just a slash movie kind of thing,
You do
check
see
it
the
out.
ending coming from a mile away. For those,
Yes,
there are people out there who do or don't love-hate relationship with M. Night because, oh, I can see that ending coming from a mile away.
yeah. People place too much emphasis on the twist in the Shyamalan movies. They go, and the whole time they're watching the movie, they're waiting for the twist, and they get angry if it isn't what they expected it to be, or if they guessed it, or in the case of Lady in the Water, where there wasn't really a twist. There's not really a twist in this one. It's more going along the ride with the characters,
I think
trying to
it's
figure
it's
out
that
what's
emotional
happening.
impact for most of that story.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very much the story, and you see. So people who don't like figuring it out,
Mhm.
you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's the characters figured out about halfway through, and then there's still some elements after that that are kind of like, well, maybe this isn't quite what's happening.
yes,
but,
because it's one of those things where it's like, even though you think you figured out,
Mhm.
it's just human nature that afterwards you're gonna be like, oh, it was a conspiracy. Oh,
Yeah.
it was this. Maybe it was that. Or
So
something
yeah,
else.
you it's more about going along the ride with the characters and having them kind of figure it out in the middle doesn't really detract from it, in my opinion. It
No.
just adds to the emotional. This is the next step of the story. It's like, well, now we know this. We still have to figure out how to survive this. With figuring out just one more step along that process.
Yep.
So
And
overall,
overall, we really liked it, but it's definitely
people have a love-hate relationship with the guy.
Hate. There, as soon as the lights went up and everybody started getting up and flipping out their cell phones to call their friends, yeah, like the very first word I heard was crap.
And then
All loud right next to me, and then there was like people were
and it was like, no, it's really good.
Gosh.
But the one thing you can tell is like everyone was talking as we
Yes.
sat through the credits and people were walking past. Everyone was talking.
Everybody was
about
talking about the movie, so
Was
it
talking about what
definitely
had
has
happened
an impact. Everybody's got an opinion,
it.
and
Ours is positive.
we like it.
Yeah,
So
we say go see
so when
it.
you go see it, you walk out of it, you will know 100% love it or hate it.
You're gonna get a Shyamalan movie.
It's
Yeah.
a Shyamalan movie.
So there you go.